So picture this, I'm sitting at lunch the other day and person after person just keeps walking by, and I noticed that everybody has AirPods in their ears. I'm talking like in the span of 10 to 15 minutes, I saw at least 20 people walking by and they all had AirPods sticking out of their ears. And that led me to a question of why the hell are these Apple AirPods so damn popular? And I couldn't come up with an answer. So I went home, I slept on it, did some research, and I came up with about 4 things I think will explain why Apple AirPods are so popular. And 4 seemed like a pretty good number for a video, so I made one. Let the download begin. So if you're new here and you want to learn how to use and troubleshoot your devices, plus some other cool tech stuff, all you need to do is tap that subscribe button and that bell for notification so you don't miss a thing. So there's no denying how popular Apple AirPods are. Whether you agree with that or not, on any given day, if you go out into the world and you look at people as they walk by, not creepingly, but just kind of slightly look at people as they walk by, you'll see that more and more people have those little white AirPods sticking out of their ears that look uncomfortable, but so many people have it. So many people have it. It's incredible how popular these things have become, and these are my 4 reasons why they're so popular. One of my first reasons is that Apple just did a really good job of making AirPods cool, and you can never discount the cool factor when you're buying new technology. Remember when the AirPods first were debuted? Let's go way back to when Apple stepped onto those stage and they said, here are a brand new set of completely wireless headsets, the Apple AirPods. I know my first impression of them were, those things look terrible. They look like little cigarettes that are hanging out from your ears. They look extremely uncomfortable. They looked weird. They look completely different from everything else that you saw on the market at the time. Little did you know, or little did I know, that that's actually a really great marketing tactic to make something cool. Why? Because different is cool, and Apple counted on that differentness of the Apple AirPods standing out in a crowd, and that got more people to ask about it. Just imagine you're on a train, you're on a bus, you're in a library or somewhere, and you see somebody with these white things sticking out of their ears listening to music. Your natural human instinct is to ask, what the hell are those? Why, they're my brand new Apple AirPods. They work perfectly with my iPhone. Hey, I happen to have an iPhone. Maybe I should get the AirPods too. That's how it matriculated into the system, and it became the cool thing to own a set of AirPods, especially if you owned an iPhone. It was like another entry into the Apple ecosystem of products that work perfectly with each other. Apple did a good job of getting it out to people who go to the gym, getting out to business people making important phone calls, people that just wanted to be in their own little world. They made these AirPods as an exclusive thing for Apple users, which made them cool because you needed to be a part of the Apple ecosystem in order to own them. And that cool factor really helped them become extremely popular amongst Apple fans. And that leads us right into number 2, which is they're a made by Apple product, and you can't discount the goodwill that Apple has earned from its users over the years. So if you think of the iPhone, the iPad, the Apple Macs, the MacBook Pros, all those products made by Apple are something that people not only purchase, but they religiously purchase. It's almost like a culture that Apple has developed with its customer base. So any new made by Apple product is going to be accepted into that fold as something that they will need to buy and incorporate into the Apple ecosystem. And that Apple ecosystem is huge. There's over 100 million iPhone users in the US alone. Consider that for a second, 100 million people. That made by Apple product is being marketed to 100 million built-in users. As soon as they released the Apple AirPods, 100 million people looked at their iPhone and said, if I needed a set of wireless headbuds, these are the perfect headbuds to get. And Apple compounded that by removing the headphone jack from their iPhones going forward. So if you really wanted a nice headphone option, you either one had to get a dongle and attach that into the lightning port, and then you had this like little weird dongle attached to your headphones while they were plugged in. That doesn't look cool. The coolest thing to do is get a set of wireless headbuds. What's the best set of wireless headbuds for your iPhone? AirPods. And then you add to that because it's a made by Apple product, they simply just work. They work the way they're supposed to. You open the case, it connects automatically to your iPhone. You're selling simplicity to an average customer base that loves simplicity. It's harder to sell a set of headphones that you're gonna have to press a button to put it in pairing mode, then you're gonna have to go into your Bluetooth settings, find the headbuds, and then pair it, and hopefully everything connects properly. Where if you're just an Apple user, you go in, you open the case of the AirPods, your phone automatically detects the AirPods are there, pairs the AirPods, and you're good to go. You can never discount simplicity when it comes to setting up tech, and the built by Apple products are simple and they talk to each other in a way that no other company has kind of figured out how to do yet. So that made by Apple brand is definitely one of the reasons why the AirPods are so damn popular. The second thing you really have to think about is how the average consumer is going to shop. The majority of Apple users are just average consumers. They're not tech heads. They're not people that are going to go deep diving into the reaches of the internet, YouTube, or Reddit to find the best set of wireless headbuds for their iPhones. The majority of people, when they purchase products like that, they do it by word of mouth. So they're going to look within their circle, and more than likely, they're going to look within their iPhone circle for a nice set of headbuds for their iPhone. And the majority of those iPhone users are probably going to recommend a set of AirPods. Or if you think about how some normal people purchase nowadays, they still walk into those big box stores like Best Buy or even an Apple store. If you have an iPhone, you're looking for headphones, more than likely the average person is going to walk into an Apple store and ask them, what's the best set of headphones for my iPhone? 10 to 1, they're going to recommend the AirPods. Even if you go into a Best Buy, they're probably going to recommend the AirPods, just synonymous one-to-one iPhone AirPods. So you couple that with the average consumer looking either for a gift for themselves or a loved one that has an iPhone. They're shopping for AirPods. Even if you search online, what's the best set of headphones for your iPhone, you're gonna come up with AirPods. The average consumer, the way they shop is really making AirPods extremely popular because it's at the forefront of everything that they're gonna purchase. They're not gonna deep dive and look for different options. They're gonna go with the best option that's presented to them, the simplest option, and that's the AirPods. And my last reason is it's Apple. That's what they do. Apple's done a phenomenal job of just making things that shouldn't work, making things that shouldn't be popular. And I think, again, it's just because they built such a large customer base. Think about 100 million user base built in to sell to. They're not selling to the outside user. They're selling to their user base that they've established over years and years of products that have been released. And now it's become more of a culture rather than a tech company selling a product to a consumer. Apple customers are very loyal, and the Apple community is extremely tight, and everyone within that community communicates in a way that other communities just don't. Apple's kind of built something here that they can ride the wave of, and releasing products into that community generates word of mouth that is unbelievable and unlike anything that you've ever seen. It's only natural if you release a product to 100 million users, even if only 10 to 20% of those users convert over to that product, you're definitely going to see a large profit from it. So Apple has done a good job of just building that base customer that they can sell to, and every time they release a product, it shoots up to the top because so many of their users want to incorporate it into the Apple ecosystem itself. It's just what Apple does, and they do it probably better than any company that's currently in existence. But I really want to know what you guys think. Do you think the AirPods are as popular as I believe they are and as the numbers say they are? Do you own a set of AirPods? Do you love your set of AirPods? Share all those thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. If you guys have a question that you want me to cover in a future video, also share that in the comment section down below as well. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, smash it, destroy it, because it definitely helps the channel and it services the YouTube algorithm gods. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button with the bell for notifications so you don't miss when we release some cool, helpful videos like this one. Until next time, guys, check out some of the other videos we've done on the channel. This one's going to be about the Motorola Razr 2019 and the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip, my thoughts on those two phones. And this is something YouTube believes you'll enjoy watching. Thank you for watching the video, and until next time, peace.